Here we are, real ones. Welcome back. It is great to see everyone once again. Hello. Welcome to RealGrogg, where once again we are diving into Valheim, nearing the completion of our journey. I am so excited to have everyone here and to be back in the boots of Achilles. Wonderful to be here. Thank you so much for joining in. As we're getting settled, of course, I see some real ones already in the chat, and I'm sure you'll be quick to tell me how I'm looking and how I'm sounding, but please let me know how all that's going. But welcome in, everyone. It is great to see you. I feel like we haven't been together here in a long time. It feels like a long time. I'm pretty sure we did it last Monday, but after a couple of strange days and of different kinds of streaming dates, and then the exciting and amazing experience put on by one of our real ones, Mr. DJ Clayton, putting on one hell of a show, a 3-hour live stream, and actually doing something that doesn't happen here all the time, which is fulfilling the goals that the stream set out to accomplish. It was done and done excellently. How incredible was that? So I'm so grateful for everyone that came over from here to there, and it was so exceptional. DJ, you definitely deserve all the praise in the world, because you put on one hell of a show. You did an excellent job, and after all that sort of whirlwind of excitement, the whirlwind of everything happening, it feels really crazy to be back here. It's so cool, and I've really been looking forward to this. It's been, it's been a really good, been a good week, but it feels good to be back where we belong. Monday night, 7 p.m. time for Valheim, and nice. And yeah, looks like we are looking and sounding good. Miss Marin, ready for the name of the game, and today's name of the game, as my thumbnail kind of indicated, we're preparing for Yagluth. We have a lot of work to do today. We have a whole lot to do, and most of it is going to be revolving around the plains and that environment biome, if you like. We got to get some fire-resistant meat. We got to get some penterones. We got to get some upgraded armor, some better weaponry. Basically, we just got to get locked in. We're going to build windmills. Yes, that's right. We're getting crazy today, and we're building windmills. So let's go ahead and dive in. I'm very excited. I just started I just went to sleep as Achilles and woke up to a big surprise, which was day 199. We're almost at day 200. That couldn't matter any less in this game, but it's exciting nonetheless. So let's go ahead and drop in and see how Achilles is doing. Luckily, the daytime is just rising up. And of course, as we're dropping into the game, please let me know how that's looking and sounding to make sure that everything is working accordingly. But sound and visual, whatever. That couldn't matter any less, because what really matters is how all of you are doing. I hope that everyone's week has been excellent. I hope you all are doing really, really well. Summertime is treating you just as good as you are hoping. I hear somebody smacking something that's driving me nuts. Like, it's one of these gray dwarfs, I'm pretty sure, so I want to take care of that right away. Per usual, you know how I usually like to do things. I got a little bit of work done off stream, and I certainly hope you don't mind. I did kind of think that I messed something up. One, I threw a few trees in here in this little area. That's not anything I did off stream that was super impressive, but it really fills out the area near the homestead nicely. I got to say, I'm pretty happy with those. Usually my tree farm up here to the west is where they all reside, which there is a nice new growth there, which is great. Can't hear the game volume. Okay. Can't hear the game volume. All right. Let's see if that helps. Does that help with the game volume? Please let me know if that is any better. Hopefully that did it right there. And actually, let's go ahead and double down on that and make sure that I have all of my audio here up a little bit in my own headphones. I'm pretty sure that should work, because I looked at my OBS, which is streaming software, and I realized that I had it muted. So I just wanted a nice climactic crescendo to me introducing Achilles. So here's one of the things I did off stream that I was hoping nobody would mind. I wasn't really thinking, but I said, you know what? I've got all this black metal now. It's time to get to smelting. So I built us a what the hell's it called? A blast furnace. And I love these things. I think they're so cool. But I will also be honest, because it's not the most exciting thing in the world, I want to make sure, I'm pretty sure that should be okay with the game volume. I'm just waiting for that in chat, but we're going to trust that that is the case. And if it's too loud, please let me know. But I went ahead and I smelted just what we had on us. It wasn't a crazy amount. So 30, 60, 90, 120. And then I've still got about 30 left over that I didn't do yet. But so I've got some black metal because I wanted to get us closer to what we're trying to achieve without having to sit here and wait and wait and wait. So I cooked through some stuff here. But together I thought we would go back to the farm briefly, throw up a couple of windmills, because I thought, you know, we could make space here at the homestead, but really I think it makes more sense to just build some windmills out there. I haven't been there in a while, so I'm hoping that we've got some growth and that our locks have not destroyed everything, but we will certainly see what happens. Now, I believe with the windmills, we're going to need the artisan table, so we're actually going to go ahead and just bring this bad boy from down here and giddy up to the farm real quick, because I want to get that going right away. Now, again, since I did it off stream, I forged my first black metal bar. So when I did that, it did unlock the final tier of building resources and such. One of them being this beautiful, where is it? Right here, the pots and pans. So 5 of each metal, and then some fine wood as well. So we're going to go ahead and throw that up here. Once we come home, ooh, that could be a cool spot. I might have to, actually, you know what? I think, Wolfie, time to go, buddy. Sorry. We have pots and pans that are needed. So actually, let's go ahead and do that now. I think that'll be a nice way to start off. Let's go ahead and get some pots and pans, because that will give us the final sort of goals to work towards in regards to the food that we're going to start to ingest, which is very exciting. But yeah, thank you so much, everyone, for joining in. It's been really exciting to kind of wait for today. It's always front of my mind the whole day, and I can't wait for it. It takes forever to get to 7 o'clock essentially. So it's just great to finally be here. I also again, off stream, I did do a bunch of iron. I went and did some crypts, just a few, and I wanted to get us taken care of with some iron bars as well. So we have some more of those. Just because, again, I didn't want to stand around just waiting for bars to smelt and making the coal and this and that. You know, it's not the worst thing on the planet, and when we're all hanging out and chit-chatting together, it's great, but, you know, we all got things we want to do. Now, I haven't seen any update to the chat for a little while, so I'm guessing it has frozen, so I'm just going to go ahead and once I build this, I'm going to refresh and probably get an update on the sound and everything, which I'm sure is incoming. Let's see. So it doesn't fit where the wolf was, so that kind of sucks, as that would have been pretty perfect. Or does it? Am I just in the way? Yeah, come on. Dang. I feel like that would have been a really cool spot for it. Okay, that's all right. And of course, now we're over encumbered. There we go. I'm just gonna go ahead and refresh my chat real quick, just so I can see what all of my lovely friends are saying. There we are. Oh wow. Okay, cool. Shocked also see with me. Effects volume is a little faint. Okay. We can probably check that in here. Go into the settings, audio, and effects. We'll just pump that up a little bit, and a little bit more here on the volume. Let's just make it even. Hopefully that won't blow anybody's ears out. But again, let me know if it was. I guess I never noticed the whole time. Yeah, I did. Speaking of DJ's excellent live stream, I noticed about 2/3 of the way through, I was like, I don't think I hear any gameplay. But honestly, my first stream ever, that's exactly what happened, and looking back on it, it was pretty hilarious just to kind of have that be repeated in yours. And I thought, you know what, you're doing a great job, and you don't need to worry about the audio sometimes. It's nice to hear the game, yes, of course, but I was like, you know what, he'll figure it out later, and it's not a big deal. We're all having a great time here together. Might as well just focus on the task at hand. And as we've all learned now, it's definitely, you know, there's so many plates to spin. You'll hear me saying that a lot of plates to spin when you're live streaming, and sometimes worrying about the game audio at that time just isn't a big help. So this is kind of annoying me. I'm trying to get a nice open space just to put down this frickin' pots and pans rack, and I can't quite find the right spot. And I kind of feel like if we actually What do we do? What do we do? So I don't want to get rid of my window, but I kind of think we have to get rid of the window. Gotta do what you gotta do. All right, anyway. But yeah, that was a lot of fun, but it was great to see everyone, and it was just so nice to have the real ones show up for DJ and to be there. So thank you again, everyone, for doing that. But yeah, please tell me how your week's been. Tell me how everything has been treating you. Love to hear it. We're on the verge of a storm here, and I'm really hoping that it follows through, because I love me some storms. That is probably my favorite weatherings. Yeah. But a nice chill start so far to this stream, because I don't think we all signed up for just building pots and pans, but hey, we're here now and we're doing it. So that's the way it's gonna go. Get some of these up, and oh, for Pete's sake, what do you want from me? Why is this giving me such a hard time? Am I missing something? It needs to be placed. Oh my God. Oh, David, you dummy. So here's the thing. That's really, really funny. That's really funny. So the reason this wasn't working, and I've had this issue with Forge a whole bunch of times, and workbenches, I'm sure we've all experienced it, we're just saying, why isn't this working? And all of these workbench and crafting upgrades, they need to be properly adjacent to the right thing. And for the longest time, if everyone remembers, I had my cauldron, I had my cauldron right there in that fireplace forever. And so having been away for a couple of days, I forget that I moved the whole cooking operation downstairs. And so, the reason it wasn't able to work is because I wasn't even on the right floor of my own house. Oh, geez. I will also admit I was, while I was smelting iron and such here, I put in some work at 2 trees, Lynch's abode. And so I've got 3 different, houses that I'm thinking of that will keep me busy. Now this will probably do what we wanted. There we go. Pots and pans. I said, there we go. Pots and pans. I said, there we go. Pots and... Sometimes this is pretty frustrating, I will tell you that much, and right now is one of those times. Just needs more space, needs more space. Well, if that's where it's got to go, that's where it's got to go. That's fine with me. I guess that kind of makes sense too. If I want to get something off that top shelf, I can do it there. But okay, I'm going to let Lynch rest for a quick moment while I get caught up on this chat here. You can hear the game volume now. Awesome. Never noticed the whole time. Kept saying, oh, do I hear wolves? Hello, and no one else could hear it. I did find that very funny on that stream. I was trying to pay attention to what you were hearing, but, sometimes it's okay. I did so much talking, no one noticed the lack of game sounds. That's the way it goes, and that's what you have to do, and I think you did that really beautifully, is providing us with enough entertainment to not really be worried about it. So great job there. So playing Valheim, Miss Marin asks, so playing Valheim until you complete the game, then what's next? Any idea yet? Oh, yes, indeed. Quite an idea. But before we dive into that, DJ says, yeah, thanks for the understanding about the game volume. I was using Elgato capture card to capture the gameplay. Interesting. And I didn't realize I needed to set up a separate audio capture source in OBS. Yes. Yeah. And then making sure you're decorating with the right benches and such all around. It can be a bit of a pain in the butt, but it's totally worth it in the end. Okay, now that we have that debacle squared away, and we can actually see the proper recipes. Barley wine, boom, right at the top. Barley and cloudberry. Awesome. Oh, what a bummer. We had so many friends here, and now everyone's gone. But that's okay. DJ, Miss Marin, looks like we are rocking it out. And that's great to have all of you. But to answer Miss Marin's question, I signed into Steam just the other day, last night even. Actually, yeah, it was last night. It was like 2 in the morning last night. And we're going to head to the farm and build some windmills, by the way, which I want to make sure I have all the resources for that. Okay, so 30 nails, stone, and wood. So actually, I think I'm a little under what I need to be for that. So snails, I said. Is that 30? Damn, 30. Okay, so let's go ahead and actually let's just do 5 more. Give us a nice even 100 on our nails. So I signed on late last night to Steam to just, you know, browse the marketplace and see what is out and what's coming up that might be able to work with sooner than later. And I was so pleasantly surprised by the fact that Stray, the game I have mentioned numerous times to be coming out in July, is going to be out next frickin' Monday, the 18th. And I thought, you know what? Let's put in a bunch of work today. Let's get real busy making it as awesome as we can. Taking care of as many things as we have to. Why do I have so many bones on me? What did I grab with bones? 311. Let's see. I can probably leave. Once again, how many stone do I need for the... I think I need 30 for the windmill. 20. Okay, cool. I think I've got a bunch of wood at home. Or at the farm already, so let's see what that's all like. Alright, so that's good there. I've got 45 pounds to spare. So let's just Fallheim shuffle just to check that box today over to the portal. But yes! So, Stray popped up first on my stream. Where the hell is my... Don't I have a farm? Oh, yeah, the one over there. It says farm on it. So I sign on and I see an amazing futuristic kitty cat staring at me. Stray, Monday, the July 18th is the release date, so I purchased it right then and there. And I will always advise against not actually following through with pre-orders. I think pre-orders are often a jip and a half. Oh, I forgot all this. I forgot all that there. That's funny. I think it's almost always a disappointment when you pre-order and something's always wrong, or it's, you know, whatever the case may be, it's always something, always freaking something. But with this, I just knew, I know it's going to be awesome. My gut says it's going to be awesome, and I really don't even know what genre it's technically going to be in. But it looks like I lost some crops. Did you guys have to fight some Fulings? Yeah, I love you too. But yeah, so Stray, I think no matter what happens today, we're going to dive into Stray next Monday. Oh, lovely. Little margarita delivery. Here's to all of you, and to you, my love. Thank you. Is there cucumber in there? Very nice. But, yeah, we, let's see. Let's go ahead and just throw one of these here for now. One here for now, and another one here for now. Hopefully that will help. But why am I missing so many? Whatever, we've got plenty. And honestly, I always notice the flax seems to, I have so much surplus flax in my other games that I'm really not worried about losing a little bit here. And that actually might be it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, actually, yeah, that was my perfect square of flax. Awesome. So I guess my little fence works. Just want to say I love you again, buddy. So here's what we're going to do, real ones. We're going to go ahead and do some real quick farming just to get that going. But yeah, that is a delicious margarita. DJ, I agree. I love cucumber in drinks. Absolutely delicious. I used to make at one of my bartending gigs, I came up with the Greek, I think is what I called it, something like that. And it was muddled cucumber with dill, and I used Hendrick's gin and some other stuff, I think topped with like just like a lemon lime soda, essentially like a muddled up cucumber dill soda and some nice herbally gin. It was really, really good, very refreshing. Patio pounder, but that was also one of my earlier creations, so young David the bartender thought he was pretty awesome. All right. So we ended up with 200 barley. Awesome. So let's actually go ahead and get these working right away. I'm just going to put 100 in, then we're going to replant the 100 that we just did. I did turn up all of the game audio, so if all of these sounds are too much, please let me know. I'm going to check out make sure my levels are okay as well. Yes. Yeah, it's really cool, DJ, you know, with the light alcohol sort of drinks. There's so much you can do with that flavor profile. You know, it's like cooking with onions and garlic. I mean, what the hell can't you do with that as a base for flavor? You know, it's all good. All right, beautiful. So we've got that. I don't think I have a second cultivator, but I might have left mine out here. Nice. I did leave it out here. Way to plan ahead. Now, I'm a little concerned because when I was doing some stuff, I kind of forgot where my pickaxe is. So I'm hoping we can find it. That is one of the best margaritas I've had in a long time. That's delicious. Wow. Actually, it's the best one I've had since the last time I said it's the best one I've ever had. So it's a nice job. All right, so quick plant, and then from here, and then from here, after the peaceful planting, we're going to go rain hell on the plains. I think we're going to go ahead and just crush the hopes and dreams of many, many villages until they beg for forgiveness, or there's none left to ask for forgiveness at all. Actually, you know what? I kind of stopped doing the walk with the barley. I really appreciate how forgiving this crop is as well. It seems to, you know, if you plant carrots in too close of a proximity, they're not going to grow. Same thing with onions, and it's so demoralizing when you've been running your butt off trying to get onion seeds and, you know, everything else, and then you plant it a little too close, and all you can do is kick it to get it out of the ground, and you've now lost that seed. Barley, I've planted it pretty close to each other and still lucked out pretty good with how forgiving it is, you know, in its growth space. Even a tree. I mean, if you have a tree that you're planting and it's slightly adjacent to a single stone, that tree's not going to grow, and it's kind of frustrating. But yeah, I dig the barley. But so from here, we're going to let this crop grow. We're going to let the flour produce out of our windmill, which is super exciting because that will then get us to the items that we need. This flax, let's go ahead and plant half of it. So we'll do 30 real quick. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Nah, screw it. 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6, 12, so that's 17. So let's just make sure I don't. 18. 19, 20. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. A little janky. That's okay. Oh, dang it, I did 31. Ah, well. And I have to say, the fact that I haven't fixed this place since our massive locks attack, it's kind of making me laugh, because it's like, it technically works as a base. It seems to be doing okay. Like, I can still sleep here, which I'm just doing that to just pass the time. You know me, I'm trying to keep us in the light. But I keep Did you hear that? That sounded like crops popping out of the ground already, but that can't be the case. Oh, it must have been the windmill. Day 200. Let's go ahead and save that. Boom. Day 200 windmills, Loxon, which we need names for, by the way, so keep racking your brains about names. Miss Merritt saying, I love that you haven't fixed it. Yeah, oh my god, watching these two crazy bastards. But you know what? Here's what we're gonna do. Here's what we're gonna do for the two of yous. We're gonna feed you. Come here. Hey, come here. We're gonna feed them, and they're gonna get freaky. Hopefully, as long as they... And let's see if I can... Come on. You need to mate. I hear laughter. Now, I'm hoping that we were smart enough in the way that we have designed our farm, and we have workbenches that, again, hopefully will provide enough. Here, come eat that. And you, come eat that. And then you two can do your thing. But I'm hoping that the, yes, chow time. Very good. And, come on, dummy. If you loved me, you would eat. I'm just gonna try to shove a 4-ton lox. Congrats on 200 days. Thank you so very much, Miss Marin. I appreciate that. Okay, if you're not gonna work with me, I think what we need to do is the hearts. I know, right? I'm a sucker for them. I think I need to limit their... I think we're gonna make a little pen, essentially, that will go from here to there and give them this back area for now, because until they... until we need... Oh, thank you for the likes, everyone. Until they need... Did you eat it? You did. Okay, good. Now go mate. Like for 200 days. Awesome. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. I like it. I did modify the island as well. I don't remember if we've covered that yet. Forgive me. I can't quite recall. I said, screw this, because I actually demolished this back area. I pickaxed the hell out of it. And when I did that, I realized that it's actually really, really shallow, and I actually couldn't bring my boat through. So, you know, wasn't really working too well. So I decided, okay, change of plans. That's totally okay. We're going to go ahead and build a dock here instead. Very simple, very clean, which is nice and easy, and it's deep enough for the boat to get there, which is key. If you're going to have a dock, it's helpful to have your boat be able to get there. I do appreciate that, Miss Marin. Yes, getting her like in early so that it can help promote the stream. Which again, you know, I'm a small fish. I'm essentially still very much a nobody on YouTube, in the eyes of YouTube, and so yeah, these little the likes are huge to kind of help get us out there. And I will probably be, I don't like doing it, pun intended, but next week I will probably ask for a quick like spike, because I doubt that I'll be the only person streaming Stray, and so it'll be really, really cool. But there's going to be a deep pool of people that will be doing that, so I'm going to hope for a nice little bump right off the bat. But you know, we'll cross that bridge later on. But I'm very excited about that game, and just to put you at ease, if it is a concern at all, I am a completionist in every sense of the word, and so even though we will be taking a brief reprieve for Stray, we are going to definitely going to come back to this. We are not abandoning Valheim in any stretch of the imagination, but we will be venturing elsewhere just for a day, or maybe 1 week. I think, yeah, we'll start with 1 week, and then of course we will I think we'll continue Stray at some point, depending on if it might suck. If it's terrible, then we're not going to waste our time with it. But sorry, I would just like to get these perfect. There we go. But we will definitely be coming back to Valheim. That's my point, essentially, is that no matter what, we will come back to this. It will not be left unfinished, unread, because that's just not how I roll. We're going to go ahead and make sure that it's all taken care of, all wrapped up. Yagluth will be brought down to his bony knees. I can't actually remember what. Dummy. I can't remember if Yagluth has a bottom half of his body or not, but we'll find out soon enough. Yeah, so I hope that answers your question, Miss Marin, because yeah, I'm very much looking forward to that game. You've heard me talk about it at great length at this point, and I'm really hoping it provides a fun gameplay experience. So this is not permanent, but for now this will be the little Lox pen, because I want you two to do your thing, get happy, and do your thing. All right, trying to remember to get my, oh yes, Stray will be a hot stream that day. Yes, indeed. I think that a lot of people are going to be doing that game. Okay, you know what? I'll let you two worry about mating later on. That'll be a whole nother topic. because I think first things first. So again, you know, we're slow rolling this opening here. We're gonna go rain havoc upon the lock, or the villages of the Fulings. Yes, that will be happening. Oh, can I actually, you know what? While I'm here, also, I'm gonna make a forge. I forgot that I, excuse me. Do I have the wood? Yes, I do. And this. Nice. Always good just to have one here, just in case. I'm a little concerned though that I cannot find my. I can't even remember what I did with my my pickaxe. It's not on the boat. What the hell did I do with it? It's got to be upstairs, right? It's got to be up in our bedroom or it's something like that. So, what I want to do now, while we're here, is I'm going to take all 27 of these flax and do something we've been waiting to do. Super exciting, everyone. Prepare yourselves. I know. We're going to spin a yarn. Okay. And yes, Miss Marin, I'm also very excited for that. DJ Clayton posing a riddle to the real ones. Let me get away from these portals so I can read it. Why do the campfires go out in the abandoned plains villages? Riddle me this, riddle me that. Who's afraid of the Fuling camp? Let's see. I will be honest, I kind of suck at riddles. If I was in The Hobbit and I was in Gollum's cave, I would have gotten eaten because I would have lost the riddle game. Well, by the way, cheers to all of you. I don't know if I said cheers to you earlier, but to you. Welcome in and thank you again for joining me on this exciting adventure. We're gonna go drop off some stuff in the kitchen, and then we're gonna go downstairs and, we're gonna go and start to get some fighting on. Because when we come home, hopefully, that we'll have enough. We will have enough yarn or whatever the hell it's called to make some new pants. Because I really want to get. I'm just checking for my pickaxe and all that. Really want to get some of the padded pantalones. I really love those. What the hell did I? Yep. There we go. Okay. Jeez, that would have worried me to no limit. All right. So let's go ahead and drop some of this stuff off because there's no one to help with the fueling. Oh, that makes me want to shut down the stream and destroy my computer. Oh man, Alfie, you and me both. I'm not terribly good with riddles, but that's when it's so. Here's what sucks about riddles: is they're so on the nose. They're always so obvious once you know the answer. Then you go, "Oh yeah, no duh," because no one's there to provide fuel. Stream over. That's it. That's it. Everyone go home. We're done. We're done for the night. Oh, that's funny. But yeah, that makes sense. No one to help with the fueling of it. I think I've talked about this game, Kingdom Come Deliverance, on this channel, which a friend of mine at work recently started playing, and I gotta tell you, I want to start another playthrough of that. I've done it about 18 times, but I love that game so much. I love it. And I really hope they make a second one. I don't know if they will or not, but I really hope they do. Okay, so real quick though, while I'm thinking of all of that, Forsaken, Swamp, Mountain, North, and Farm. So we don't have a plain setup yet. So let's go ahead and let's go ahead and do the Swamp. We'll just change this to, no, we'll just make a new one. It is so loud in my house now because I got so many different machines whirring away. Wow, I only have 15. Okay. I'm gonna cut down a tree real quick. We're gonna make a little portal here, and then we will bring another one home. Or I'm sorry, we'll bring another one with us, and we're gonna go explore the plains, which I think, so I did bring the boat back home too, so we also have the boat home because I didn't want to. I'm always terrified I'm gonna accidentally find the trader when we're not together. So we were here, if you remember right. We actually ended last stream. Well, I portaled home from right here last stream. That's where we ended. and I brought us back home. So we did have all this beautiful plains, but I destroyed everything and I brought it with because I didn't want to explore further and accidentally uncover something that I didn't want to do apart. So I'm going to give us a couple minutes while I'm getting kind of a final organization, and I want you all to determine which direction we should sail today to start our assault on the Fuling villages. So you can kind of see, so we're right here right now, kind of right here in the middle where all this jumbled stuff is. So we could definitely check out this southeast. I think this actually might be the best bet right now to kind of explore a few different things. You can see a big old landmass. So that actually might... So basically I might veto the decision and just go with that one no matter what. But that's exciting, very, very exciting. Stream over. Miss Marion says, typically I'm not good either when it comes to riddles, but when I heard David say the word fueling, I thought it had to be something to do with fueling. Well, you nailed it. You are clearly a genius, so well done. I'm very proud of you. But yes, so you determine which direction we're going to sail to as I build a portal here, and make sure to remember to bring the resources for a second one. I'm going to run outside real quick, chop down a pine tree, build that portal, and then go down to the ship and start sailing. And you know what? I will say, if we take the wind into consideration and everything, we might have to do that. Now, I didn't upgrade my axe or pickaxe with the iron that I recently acquired because, again, I wanted, I like to do the menial work alone, just so I'm not boring you, and then do the more exciting bits of the reward when we're all together. So I will probably do that once I make my padded... Oh, that was awesome! Did you see the distance on that? Wow! That was quite the hit. But that was really awesome. Oh no, Miss Riddle. Okay, Riddle the second. Why do growths keep entering my plains fortress to attack me? Because they're tired of you being there. Even if that isn't the answer, I think it should be. Okay. Boom, we're gonna get this. We're gonna set this up as plains, all caps, beautiful. All right. Now we are low on food, but we'll be okay because we're about to hit the high seas. Passing this one off to y'all, I have no idea, says Miss Marin. Well, oh, I'm guessing in terms of the riddle. You have to say tired of you being there with a little bit of a southern drawl. Yeah, they're just tired of you being there. That's how I hear it. Oh, jeez, I never really noticed. Look at that. Look at that. It looks so funny to see a tree angled like that. I've never noticed it. Okay, well, I will admit, I'm not seeing any directions in the chat. Totally okay. DJ, you're fired. Actually, I really like that one. Why do growths keep entering my plains fortress to attack me? Because my fortress has no locks. It's actually quite good. I like that. So I'm not seeing any directions in chat, so we are going to do what I say, and we're going to head right here. We're going to take us southeast. I still have motor, yes, so actually let's just go ahead and treat ourselves. Boom. Let's not waste any time dicking around with the wind. We're just... That's a slow blink. Oh, that's good. That's very good, and that is very good. Is there a hint of Luxardo in that? Thought so. Nice. Oh, that's funny. That's funny. All right, so we are on the pretty much exact, smacking my mic, pretty much the exact trajectory we're going to need. So we're going to stay on this for, So we're gonna do this for a second. I'm gonna multitask, and I'm going to send a quick textual message while we're doing this, but I like the riddle game. I gotta say, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. But there's, I was bringing up the Last of Us. Oh, which I do want to touch on that. I'm glad that I accidentally said that. But I brought up Kingdom Come Deliverance because there is a character in that you will come across randomly, and he offers you riddles, and they're, you know, again, like every riddle you see, they're on the face, they're pretty easy when you know the answer, because when you're in the middle of the game and you're playing it, they're just slightly obscure. Like, how does this one go? It's I'm gonna butcher it, but essentially it's like 10 candles are burning in a hall, in a room, and a window is left open overnight, and it blows out 3 of them. How many candles are left burning in the morning, or some shit like that? And it's like, there's 3 left burning because some of them burned all the way down and 3 were blown out by the wind. It's just one of those things where you're like, hey, riddle, screw you. Nobody talks like that. Nobody thinks like that. So I don't know. So these were I like DJ's form of a riddle, much more of a palate cleanser than anything. But okay, so we got 2.5. We're halfway through our motor bonus. We should be hitting a Leviathan very, very quick here. Let me ask you, what do y'all prefer, by the way? Because I call them both Kraken and Leviathans. Basically, whatever comes up. These bad boys right here. You know, I'll drop that so you can see these guys right here, where you get our chitin. And even when I'm putting a marker on my map, almost everything in this game, I have it very much locked into the same thing I do, you know, Leviathan, right? Okay, I agree. Because Krakens are big octopi, essentially, which that's how I always think about them, at least. But I'm trying to text my brother to tell him to come watch my video, but I can't do it right now. Whatever, I don't care. It's fine. If he wants to, he wants to, and if he doesn't, then he also is fired. But yeah, so in Kingdom Come, there's this great riddle giver, and it's just hilarious. And I'm not gonna lie, I've murdered him in cold blood numerous times on the road because I was upset that I couldn't figure out the riddle. So, you know, Leviathan for you as well. Cool. And that's what it says right there. So that's what we were going with. So correct, you are all right. Excellent. Okay, so we are within, because I'm actually gonna sail right to this Black Forest. I don't know why. What could possibly be there that we'd want to find? But we're gonna skip the swamp because there's nothing there we need right now. There's nothing there that I need or that I even care about. Okay, but as we're getting this close, now is when I go, whoop, get a little food in you, so that hopefully by the time we get there, it'll be a nice bit of recovery. So I think I'm gonna spend a bit of time on this island, and hell, if we're lucky. Probably not, but if we are lucky, we will find a connection between these 2 islands, betwixt those 2 islands, in fact, if you like. So, you know me, I can't resist some Black Forest, so I'm going to sail into this little cove here with the last 20 seconds of our wind bonus, and yeah, we're going to explore the Black Forest briefly on our journey through the plains. I want to make sure I have arrows. I got arrows. Okay, cool. And basically, we're going to make our way into the plains and then start raising hell. Oh, jeez. Okay, that log through me. That's so cute, little log. Then we're going to start raining hellfire upon these Fulings. Because last time, I think it was last time that they killed me, and that was embarrassing, frustrating, and infuriating. I'll see myself out. Praying for Haldor himself. You know what? I don't think we're gonna find him in any of our playthroughs, so I really don't care. I doubt he even exists. I think John Hall, Mega John Hall, might actually even be correct, and he just doesn't exist. So, you know, I think we'll probably never ever find him. All right, so now that the sun is starting to set, gosh, you're beautiful. I try my damnedest to never kill the 1-star deer unless I need the leather. I love them so much. I actually created a really beautiful. My kitty cat just started making biscuits right next to me, and I absolutely adore her. Well, Miss Marin's night is getting exponentially better minute by minute, because that is exactly how you want to. That's exactly how you want to be spending your night. Of course, both dogs and cats are great, but cats are just the best ever, and I cannot wait to double down on that idea. Wow, it got dark really quick. Really quick. Okay, we're even going to go old school, because I don't actually have the fine wood to produce a bow yet. You know what? I think I might need some bloobs too, so I might as well grab them. I don't even have the fine wood yet to make more portals. So we're going to track down some planes. We're going to get some fine wood, build a portal, head home at some point, sleep, and then get nice and cozy, comfy. All right. You know, it was. But I made a really nice holding screen with it was the most serene image. I was again playing as Lynch in my other world, and I was just running around doing some beautification projects, and there was this it was a 1-star deer just drinking water on the lake or on the river, and it was between these 2 trees. It was the most beautiful, serene moment, and I was just like, wow, that's really great. And I haven't I haven't made an official scene. And when I say scene, you know what I mean? I mean something like this. You know, that's what I mean. When I say a scene, that's what I mean. And I didn't make one yet for that, because I often feel that, you know, if we're playing Achilles, we should have Achilles waiting screens, and if it's Lynch, same thing. You know what I mean? But I wanted to record it anyway because it was so beautiful and really, really great. And so I might make that as like a little holding screen. But also when I was in Lynch's world, okay, let's find some planes. Let's quit dicking around, find some planes, get some fine wood. But hey, what up, Odin? Good to see you, buddy. Maybe you have something to tell us. Maybe head this direction? Maybe? Lots of thistle. Lots and lots of thistle. But so what I really wanted to do is, so I've got my massive kingdom of 2 trees, and I always wish that I would have had the wherewithal and the foresight to record, or at least I didn't even know how to take a screenshot back when I was building that thing. And sorry, I trimmed my mustache today, and so my face is super itchy. But I always wish that I would have thought to do like pictures or screenshots bit by bit as I was building this incredible fortress, and I went back. I created a brand new, or I created the seed as a brand new map, and I went there as Achilles actually, and I explored up until I found the exact peninsula that I built my kingdom on, and I have screenshots now of how it was at the very beginning before I built anything on there, and it was really, really mind-blowing. You're very welcome with the torch, by the way, Miss Marin. Absolutely, I feel so terrible every time y'all are stuck in the darkness with me, so I want to make sure that I'm helping as best I can. But what I found hilarious, so selfishly, I thought it was very cool that I was able to find these pictures, or create these pictures of my world before, you know, when it was still completely untouched. I loved that. But the funniest part is I'm traveling along, and and what pops up? That's right, the trader. And he wasn't even in the same location that he's in for my Lynch playthrough. Literally different island, different location, different spot entirely. And with nothing but ease, I stumble on the trader as Achilles in a different world. And I laughed and laughed and laughed. And I was very tempted to purchase the items I've been wanting, but I said, no, don't you even dare. Don't you even dare. But I thought it was very funny nonetheless. You know, as we're running around here, though, oh, actually, riddle the third. Why does barley result in so much violence in the plains? Why does barley result in so much violence in the plains? Why does barley result in so much violence in the plains? Because the economy is struggling and flax production is at an all-time low, and the Valheim stock market is tanking, and people are getting really stressed out. That's my guess. Okay, so we didn't find planes on that direction, which is totally okay, because I have to say, I love when it kind of happens like this. So we make a big lap. We got a general idea of this island, and I'm going to basically just sprint straight through this middle bit here, just like that. And we'll hopefully, if anything, you know, uncover what we need. But also while I'm here, one thing I love about the meadows is we're going to go ahead and get the final bits of fine wood so we can make a portal, go home, sleep, and get our rested bonus back, because we're at about 2 minutes there. But while I'm doing that, I just have to express, with no sarcasm or anything, the barley attracts many beer seekers, berserkers. Oh, DJ, and here I was about to ladle compliments on you like it was a delicious stew. No, I'm just kidding, my friend. I was so flattered. I've never had anything like that happen, to have somebody so openly and honestly give such great compliments to this channel and this community, and it made me feel really good. I was smiling ear to ear, and I was, in a weird way, like I was proud of you and what you had done and produced. And you're in this industry, and you know what you're doing so well. You set up worlds, you set up an amazing adventure with Scott Ray, so like you don't need me to teach you how to do any of this, and it wasn't me doing any of it, it was all you. You did an amazing job, but I was still watching it with this pride of like this is one of my real ones, doing the damn thing, getting out there, putting yourself out there. And but it was such a sweet just pouring out of positivity, and that's what we're all about here. That's what I want to be about, you know. Like you know, side note, like I've been struggling with some mental health issues lately, and I'm never going to rely on anyone to fix those for me. It's all something that I have to do myself, but it's still such a positive note to have this community here and know that we can all, like, this is something to look forward to. This is a social hangout that we get to just come in. Everyone's welcome. All ideas are welcome. And we get to shoot the shit about whatever we want. I think, what more could we ask for? You know what I mean? And it makes me feel better, just in that idea that we get to do this, and we show up for each other. Exactly, Miss Marin. Exactly. We show up for each other, and we are here for each other, and that's just really, really beautiful. But yeah, the compliments were, as you say, deserved. I appreciate that, but it was very very heartwarming, to say the least, and so I greatly appreciate that, my friend. Absolutely, yeah. It's I liked when you were saying, like, I don't really know why the hell I'm doing this. I don't know why I'm. Hey, come on. Why isn't this popping? Do I have to? There we go. Jeez, I was starting to get worried there. You know, it was really funny because you're like, I don't know why I'm doing this, but I think, you know, it's there for everyone. It's a very fun exercise in what we're doing. You know, it's oh, I know why, because I actually think I actually left a portal there. I think I planned it. Oh, that's hilarious. I love it. Now we're home and it's, of course, daylight, but that's okay because we can drop off some stuff. You know the drill. And hey, look at that. Ooh, beautiful. Black metal tools. My personal. Ooh, we got a saddle action. Okay. Okay. See, now let's look at what we got here. So I love the padded greaves. They're hands down my favorite pants in the game. I adore them. 20. Okay, so we're basically going to be able to make one item currently. What about the sword? I do love the black sword, and I haven't used a sword in a while. Let's see. We're going to be fighting in the plains today, so I would like to keep a shield. The silver dagger is exceptional, but the range is a little... I kind of think black metal sword. Okay, and for 5, we'll bring back the sword. And we're going to Valheim shuffle our ass back in there. But I thought it was so cool to get interested in live streaming and to give it a shot, because that's, you know, that's the whole thing. Is I started this channel on February 14th, Valentine's Day here in America. Actually, Valentine's Day is worldwide. Even though it's stupid worldwide. And I thought, okay, if this goes well, it goes well, and we'll have a great time with it. We'll keep it going. Ooh, yeah, keep it going. Keep it going. Keep it going. Can I still make a linen? I would love a linen rope cape thing. Where is that? Oh, actually, I think it's on the workbench, isn't it? Yep. So I'm just so tired of my troll cape. Okay, so 20 there. So we're gonna need a lot of flax. So I guess that's the thing that I find so funny, is I have an abundance of flax, or linen, I should say, spun thread with Achilles, or with Lynch, I'm sorry. But after you've crafted everything, I mean, I just have piles of that stuff in 2 trees, and so it's always kind of funny to go back for that. All right, let's just go ahead and drop some of this off out here, because you know what, whatever. Yeah, I just don't really want to waste all the time organizing again today, so we do that every time. And we'll leave that there for then too. And you know what, boom, let's go ahead and drop that sword for now. We're gonna go ahead and run this upstairs, drop off our dagger, because we had a level 3 sword. I love how quickly that popped up too. That was awesome. We did use, you know, a whole bunch of resources, but that's okay, because we're gonna have plenty more incoming. We got a farm protected by locks. We're good to go. But not to wrap up, but just to go back and touch on again, that was a great stream, DJ, and I was just so flattered, and I was so proud of everyone for showing up, proud of you for doing it, and super impressed that you, again, you actually accomplished your goal of creating the Fenris coat in 3 hours, and like the amount of work you had to do. Okay, I did. Okay, so I stayed somewhat prepared for this island. So actually, you know what? We could hit the plains down there. Let's just make a lap across that island. We'll sprint back real quick. Kind of a big old chunky cucumber. And actually, you know what? 2 things we're going to do. We're going to make 2 trips through the portals. I think we should go get the current island that we're exploring doesn't seem to have a whole lot of plains yet, so I think we might actually just do maybe Eikthyr. Yeah, let's do Eikthyr for now. We can always come back and change that once we have a better idea of what combat issues we're going to be dealing with. So we're going to get to the Eikthyr, we're going to activate that, and then run around like crazy people. All right, so let's go ahead and head back to the plains. All right, be smart, break that down first. Break that down. All right, so now, yeah, let's just sprint straight through the island. Straight through it. Oh, it's exciting to have a sword again. I love the swords in this. I know. Oh! that does remind me, I also captured a 1-star neck, and I added it to the neck terrarium at Two Trees. I keep bringing up Two Trees, one, because I've been there a lot lately, but I also, I rewatched my tour video, and it's kind of rough. It didn't come out as, it was a lot of fun, and once we got the ball rolling, we were good. But it's kind of rough. There's some audio issues at the beginning. It's not the best performance out there by any means. And so I've been debating not redoing it per se, but definitely, like, I was thinking about maybe doing an edited video or an edited version of it, where we can explore it with a bit more of a clean presentation. And there's been a lot of changes, not changes, but like I said, beautification projects, additions to the environment and to the overall living spaces and all that stuff. So it might be kind of cool to revisit it. I've also been, DJ and I have actually been talking, kind of thinking about ideas for, when we do get to the conclusion of Valheim, which is coming up sooner than later, how do we celebrate properly? And I really want to do something with all of you who've been here, not only from the beginning, but just anytime you've joined in. Nice. All those, whenever you've joined in, whenever you've been here for the channel and for me, and for each other, I think it'd be really cool to do something together as a group, whether it's a big building project or whether it's an exploration, an adventure. I think there's so many things that we could do. And I know DJ and I in particular, we've been chatting about how we could approach that as a group. And also I've been thinking about maybe just having like a big old feast at Two Trees, and we could adventure. And there's still a lot of map there that I haven't explored, because it's always just been me. And so it might be kind of cool to set out a party, says Miss Marin. Yes, and I agree. I think some sort of celebration would be really, really, really awesome. So I can never resist a patch of 5 mushrooms. But so something like that I think would be really cool, because I think, so if we game plan it this week, of course we're going to be doing this. We're going to bust this out for a little while and get some good old planes action here. I promise. We're an hour in, but I promise you we will get some planes at some point. I promise that. And I guess I just can't resist the Black Forest. I can't. But then next week, I'm 95% sure that we're going to be going into Stray. I just think it makes the most sense. Where's my boat? Hidden. Yeah, we'll just sail it. Screw it. No, that's against the wind. Okay, we'll come back, but I want to make sure that I know where it is. And DJ throws the idea of revisit Two Trees before or after the 1,000 hours of remodeling based on Scott O'Bray. And that is a really good question. I think I'm approaching on that. Well, according to Steam, it says that I have about 1,800 hours. Or I just crested 1,800 hours very recently. But I think that's total playthrough time, and not exactly just a Lynch. And so it feels like I've spent about 4 lifetimes working on that place. And I'm very excited to also show the pictures of the before and after, because even for myself, like, I did all of it. I did, I built all of it. I acquired all the materials, blah, 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 blah. We've all heard the story. And yet, and it's still so mind-blowing to have seen the pictures now of the before and the after, to really get that full effect of like, holy crap, there's been a lot of changes. And it's very exciting to see. So I'm really hoping that this run is going to pay off, because we're going to border this island a little bit here. Kind of what we're doing. Because again, I promise you, I am looking for the plains, but I kind of feel like we're not going to. I think this is actually just like a Black Forest island with a really beautiful lake in the middle. I got to say, this might be a really cool place for a Black Forest Inn, because if you have a Black Forest, you can't avoid making and naming a Black Forest inn, but mushrooms, I just love them. Actually, wow. Okay, so unless this dips south, which I don't think it looks like it's gonna do, so that actually might be the island. So that's okay. That's okay, because it does slake my desire for slake your thirst, sate your appetite for exploring some Black Forest right off the bat. Hey, you know what? Let's break out the new sword, huh? Let's see how this goes. Come here. Come on. Oh, yeah. Oh, wait. What did I use with Achilles mid-game? Did we have a spear the whole time? Is that what it was? Because I cannot believe that this is my first sword. That's crazy. All right, so we kind of got sidetracked. That's okay. So my plan is then, so maybe actually, I think the smart money is this. I think maybe we actually destroy the boat, portal home, and since I brilliantly remembered to leave a portal at the last location, brilliantly, I think we'll destroy the ship, zip on home, fix the gear, drop off shit, you know, the usual, and then we will just portal right down to that next island where there are guaranteed planes, because we have it on the map. We can already tell that it's there, and we just get to work at that point. I think that's the way to go. And of course, I had some areas that I wanted to explore there still, but you know, not that it's priority. It isn't. I do just want to, just for completionist sake, I want to just see what this little peninsula or edge of the map is looking like. Pardon me. But I think that sounds like a good idea. I just keep seeing Miss Marin's a party in the chat, and I've always, since the day I started playing this game, I always wanted to have a bunch of people at Two Trees. I've built the Red Wolf Inn. I've got hot tubs. I have a guest house, for Pete's sake, and I've always wanted a bunch of people in there. And to be totally honest, the one thing that always held me back was the fear of randos just coming in and shitting on the place. You know what I mean? Just not really treating it the way, you know, like I was a bit of a loner as a kid. Hell, I still kind of am. But, you know, I loved my Legos, absolutely loved them. And it was always funny, like, if anybody else had this feeling of like, you're not playing with it right, you're not doing it right. And if somebody was playing with your toys, it's tough to watch that and just be like, But I trust the real ones, and I believe that if everyone came in, it would be a lot of fun, and we could just have a good old time and explore together. And I've got 2 long ships as of now, and I always thought if we were to get people in there and we wanted to have some sort of adventure, we could craft something. But I want to have, you know, we've talked about doing a big building project together, and I think it would be pretty cool to have everyone have almost like a role, you know, where you know, we've got a hunter, a builder, a sailor, you know, all that sort of stuff. Everyone can have a role if they like. But you can always back up the world beforehand. That is such a great idea, and that's one of those things, DJ, that I never have really learned how to do, to be totally honest. And it's something I feel like I really need to focus on, because ever since this last update where they moved save files from local to cloud and all this stuff, I always get a little confused with those sort of things, with like, hey, go into this file and, you know, go into the code of the game, blah, blah, blah. Whoa, dang. Bad time when you run out of food. Look at this beauty. Wow. All right, so just to make sure, I'm fairly certain we still have a portal up. No, it's actually in our possession, so just in case we do get moited, we will have no way to get back here. It's very easy to have to show you. Yes. Man, I really want to record the streamer in me wants to provide an entertaining fight, but the scene curator really wants to film this troll because they're so rare. So you know what? I'm not going to kill him. I'm not going to kill that troll. I'm going to leave him for now. And hopefully get enough breathing room. Let's get in the house. Let's see. Yeah. I'll fix that label later. Trap it in an earth wall. Ooh, that's an idea. Look at these guys. Look at this. What? I mean, okay, just to clean up the. Man, I love swords. Man, I love swords. Oh. Okay, I can parry him. I just wanted to see if I can parry him, and I can. But I'm gonna leave you there, buddy. So I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna film you for a waiting screen. Okay, and let's be honest, it's satisfying to have explored the island, right? Agreed. Trap it in an earth wall. Actually, when we go back to the homestead, I think we should see if my pet is still in its pit, because there is a troll that I just accidentally trapped in an old copper hole. It sounds weird. They call me old copper hole. Okay, so much like whenever you talk to an old friend and you start 18 different topics and you can't ever finish one, that's how my brain works. My brother actually brilliantly said one time, David, you and I need to see each other more so that we talk less. And I thought that was the most brilliant way to say we need to focus on what the hell we're talking about so we can actually get through an entire conversation. And wow, I randomly tagged this part of the map, and look at how nicely accurate that was. Beautiful. But so yeah, there's like 16 things that I want to talk about or touch back on that we haven't done yet. I believe one of them was The Last of Us, which I saw this the other day on Reddit, and it was, you know, Last of Us 2, or The Last of Us is getting another remake. And no spoilers, but I don't really see why that game needs a remake, because not a remaster. It's already been remastered. They did a remaster. I don't know, 10 years ago, something like that. I forget. And it's an exceptional game, absolutely phenomenal, and very much. Honestly, we could get away with streaming it on this channel, but I just don't. I think I don't know if I really want to go down that road. But oh crap, tiny little hillbilly dive, nothing crazy. That's so funny I could actually walk like that. But all right, don't let me leave without getting my nails. Drop you. Ah, crap, we're gonna need to come back for the portal, aren't we? Well, we'll figure that out in a little bit. Ah, well. I'll take care of that later. But an exceptional game. Miss Marin, I saw you said you have not played it before. Oh, that's why I'm like, what changed? And it's this tin. Yeah, that's not what I was looking for. It's an exceptional game though, really, really good. Come on! But I was wondering why I heard they're remaking it, and I don't know if that means that it's a full-on, like they're going to be adding more, the story's going to change, or is that just another remaster? You know, it's very confusing. But if you were going to stream that, I think that's a great idea. It's super. It's such a great game, and the story is so good. The Last of Us 2, I will admit, is one that I purchased, and I've never played it. I've never played it, I think because I avoided most spoilers, but I just had this feeling it's going to be really, really heartbreaking in a way that I just don't really want to deal with, if that makes sense. Like, I don't know. But that said, I was going to say, I will warn you now, and I'm comfortable with it, but if I'm playing Stray, I would almost guarantee that there will be tears at some point. So just be aware that that is a possibility, and I'm a little worried about that, because I will say, if there's one thing that will always tug at the old heartstrings, it's kitty cats. And I don't feel like a dystopian robotic future is the best place for a heartwarming kitty cat story without there being some pain. So just be aware that, you know, it might be an emotionally impactful stream, but I kind of hope not, because that cold, callous part of me says, no, I don't want to feel feelings. Oh, yeah, absolutely. DJ Clayton, I cried 10 minutes into playing The Last of Us Part 1, and if you don't, you are a very stoic individual, because that opening is brilliantly acted, brilliantly done, and holy crap, it is intense. Another game that if you want to have your heart ripped out right away, I think we talked about this pretty recently too, Firewatch. That thing that'll tear you in half in just a text-based intro. It's the most impressive introduction to a game that will just destroy you. Okay, so now that we've got the top tier, I keep messing with my eye. Okay, so I can't recall exactly what unlocks with the top tier. Serpent stew. I think we should do some serpent stew, because I think I've got plenty of meat. I'm just gonna eat some of that when we'll just bring all this for now, just to have it, and I'm gonna eat that so it's out of the way. And then the rest, I think it's time we went to sleep real quick, and then also hit the farm. And we hit the farm real quick, because when we do that, we will we'll be able to make that's when we'll actually unlock the top tier food. Oh wow. DJ was one of the first people to play The Last of Us in the US. You got to Target 20 minutes before it opened, and someone was able to purchase the game before Target even officially opened. Wow. I mean, someone was able to purchase the game before Target opened on launch date of The Last of Us. Yeah, that's a tough way to start your workday, is by playing an intense game, especially when no one had any idea what was coming for them in terms of the intensity of that. Okay, so we're actually going to... Oh, that's right. Okay, so we're going to be portaling to the actual plains, which is the portal upstairs. Damn it! So I'm just going to drop that stuff. I'm just going to leave our ship materials upstairs real quick, so that I don't forget the boat here. And then we're going to head to the farm real quick, grab those materials, and actually, you know what? Probably leave a few things here too. Whatever. I'll take care of all that later. All right, time to farm. Yeah, what a great game, though. Yeah, and you know, I say I've avoided most spoilers for The Last of Us 2, but I'm fairly certain I know a big one, and it's kind of the main reason why I don't want to play it. And again, it's for my own. It's for saving myself. I just don't want to deal with the pain of that coming. Look at that! All right, here we go. So that also must mean, can I make a? I can. Probably my favorite item in the game to be my favorite. Alfie, I think you've asked me in the past what's my favorite item in the game, and I always forget about this beauty. I love the stone oven. I think it's just great. I love this so much, and And I just realized that I'm gonna have to build it somewhere, and I'm not gonna do that to all you today. I might do that off stream, but I will certainly need to figure out a cool way to make that fit with the old aesthetic of the homestead. But in the meantime, oh, how exciting is that? We can now make lox meat pies and dough. Oh, that's just so exciting. Love it. These loxen really did a number on my abode. I'm just gonna make sure this is all good to go. And okay, cool. So we got a little bit of time left on this next round of barley. Did you two still not do anything? Okay, fine. How about if we go, let's do it like this then. Give you 2 of these, see if you can meet in the middle. And I'm gonna watch you. Yep, yes, yes. Oh, it's such a meat cute. How awesome is that? A couple of lock smooches. Very good. Why so distant? Fence them in. Yeah, you're right. I should. Not now, though. Whatever. That's for later with cooking stations. That one's for you, buddy. With cooking stations. Oh, man. Ridiculous. But we'll see what happens. All right. So let's go ahead and drop off this stuff. I don't need this with me either. And there we go. Actually, let's do it like that. And you know what? I'm going to just leave this here. So everyone remind me if I'm wondering where I put it. The cultivator is at the farm. We'll be good to go. I remember, I want to say it was the Hearth and Home update, and I had brought my first lox home, which again, I wish that I was streaming at that time. The adventure that we undertook to get my loxen home was insane. And I've never put them on a boat or anything. I actually swam on the back of my lox across an ocean. It was just insanity. It was very, very intense. And it was like a 4-day road trip with these big, beautiful beasts. All right, so let's go grill up some serpents. All for you, buddy. All for you, DJ. If I use the cooking stations for anything, it'll be for fencing in lox. Okay, so while those are cooking, let's game plan here. So actually, we need 15 iron, 20 stone, 4 surtling cores to make an oven. And we need to make an oven no matter what. So while those are cooking, boom. What did we say? We said 15. 20 stone? Is that what it was? 20? 20 and then 4. All right, 20 and 4. Carrying too much, of course, because serpent meat is ridiculously heavy. Do I have any cores out here? I don't think so. Oh, this is such a mess right now. That's okay. Couple of cores. Oh, 4. There's 4. Come on. I don't know how long it takes to I don't know how long it takes to burn serpent meat, but I feel like I'm pushing it. Gah. Whew, there we go. Always a little nerve-wracking, not gonna lie. Okay. Now, where to put this oven? So it's got to be downstairs because that's the kitchen. And let's see, maybe. Maybe move the ads for now. All right. Sure wish I had a big old belt that would help me carry stuff. That'd be great. Ah, damn it. All right. Oh, this game sometimes. I love it so much, but it will infuriate you beyond belief. All right. Meat's probably done. All right, some of this. I'm going to grab some dragon tears and some regular wood. Boom, boom, boom. Wood. And we're going to get the belt going. Belt. I'm at the artisan table, which unfortunately it's going to go where I was hoping to put my ads, but I might actually move that outside and then put the oven here for right now. Oof, that really takes up way too much room. Really not a fan of that. Oh boy. Okay, well, just for now, it's only a temporary thing. I'm not gonna leave that there. I hate that so much. But for now, it'll do. Stream quality is dropping. Okay, thank you for letting me know, DJ. I'm going to keep an eye on that. It does look like getting a little choppy, but we will hope for the best. That's all we can do. We will hope for the best. Yeah, it's so frustrating. That's been happening a lot. And now that's happening? Not a fan of that. Okay. We have our meat. We're going to need some mushrooms and honey. And then we've got all this. Again, I've said it before, but I really wish you could, I really wish you could just make stuff from adjacent chests. I think that'd be so helpful. Okay. I mean, you just can't beat the bread. You just can't. Those. So that'll give us a nice pile of 10. Really? That's dumb. I feel like I'm taking this fine wood from something that needs it, but I can't remember. And we'll just do 3. There's a mod from crafting from nearby chests, for sure, yeah. I think at some point I'll do it like a just ridiculously modded playthrough. I think I'll do that at some point, but not quite yet. Alright, well, I'm actually also going to refresh my stream then while we're doing less than exciting things, and I'm going to hope that that will help with the quality. I apologize to anyone who's having some issues. Hopefully that will help with exciting things. I'm going to hope that that will help with the quality. I apologize. Right, hopefully that makes it a bit better, but we will see. Should not have shaved my mustache, or trimmed the mustache dates. It is driving me crazy. Oh, I love the bread in this. I love it. I will admit I do miss the days of the lox meat pie giving you just insane buffs across the board with oh, actually I have to cook that. I have to cook that first, don't I? No, I can do it like that. So we can do 5 pie, or no, 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 4, 8, 32, 36, 40. Okay, so that'll actually give us plenty. But do we want to do the lox meat pie right now? Or perhaps while we're just exploring, the bread's the best stamina. Maybe I just actually do some wolf jerky. I can't decide. Can't decide. You know what? Yeah, let's just do the wolf jerky for now. Save some of the lox pie until we have more. Until we have more barley, and then we can work all that out together later. hopefully it's looking okay. It's saying I've got excellent connection. I'm hoping that maintains. Hope. Okay, but I'm gonna leave these in here. I'm gonna take, so that'll give me 14, so I just need 5 of these actually. Need some honey. It's made from honey. I need to watch The 13th Warrior again. That's a great movie. Alright, stream is okay now. You know, hopefully with any dips in quality, it will balance itself out. That doesn't seem to be happening a lot lately. I raised, so there's a thing called your bit rate, which is how much information is being pumped from my end to all of you. And I did raise that over the last couple streams because I saw it was pretty choppy outside of that. And, you know, my PC, while it is, you know, it's decent, it's definitely not the hardiest cheese in the case. Okay, got that. Just put all this in here for now, because whatever. I was thinking about the 13th Warrior the past few weeks. It's exceptional, so you should be thinking about it all the time, because it's awesome. All right, we're gonna head back to the farm real quick, just take care of some stuff and see how the stream kind of puts up with it. There's one particular scene in the movie that's incredibly disgusting. I was thinking of that scene the night you were feeling ill. If you're thinking about when Dude Man is not feeling it, whoa, 75 barley. What the hell am I doing with that just sitting there? I got things I can do with that. I love that I literally said this was going to be a Fuling fighting stream, and I've done nothing in the plains. We haven't even stepped foot in the plains yet. Hour and a half in. Oh, jeez. Come on, David. Get your life together. But it's okay, because we are preparing for Yagluth. That's the whole thing. All of this, as simple as it may seem, we are preparing for Yagluth. And honestly, there's not a chance. I mean, one, last I fought him, you needed the fire-resistant mead, and we need barley to make that. So we're going to be getting a whole bunch of that. I also, for once, I almost always run past the cloudberries because I just don't use them that much in most of my playthroughs, beyond what I need. Like, you know, I don't know. Anyway, but I have to remember this time to actually pick them up, to actually go get them, because lox meat pies and banners and all that stuff. What y'all doing? You hungry again? Yep. Let's feed you just because it'll make it nice and even. 2 of these. Wow, you're not wasting any time. Hungry. All right, test. Where's my cultivator? I'm slouching. All right, so we're gonna bring. Actually, we're just gonna dump these right into the windmill right now. I gotta make sure I'm keeping these things working. Incredibly disgusting scene. I'm trying to remember, because I remember the main Viking gets quite sick from a scratch, like a poison claw. I'm trying to remember the incredibly disgusting scene. I gotta say, I think when it comes to disgusting scenes, the one that always will get me, I'm not gonna go into graphic detail, but anytime a character plunges thumbs into eye sockets, that's one that I'll watch it. It doesn't. It's often like a, like that's pretty squeamish right there. And I was watching Cillian Murphy, who's just exceptional. He was doing one of those explaining all of his iconic roles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Nice, wasn't even counting. And he was showing a clip from 28 Days Later, and I forgot that he does that to somebody at the very beginning of that movie. I'm like, oh my god, that's rough. If DJ, if you're referencing the Viking hygiene of them all sharing that bowl of water, yeah, that's one of those that makes you really, really happy that we're born in the day and age that we were born in. You know, and trust me, I'm one of those people that was like, oh man, I would love to be in the Middle Ages or this and that. No, you don't. Do you like ice? Do you like ice in your drink? Do you like a hot shower whenever you want? Do you like to turn a faucet and have access to drinkable water, potable water, I should say? Man. Which again, actually kind of brings it full circle back to Kingdom Come Deliverance. It's set in 16th century Bohemia, and it's just like, no, that would suck. Actually, that would suck pretty bad, and it would not be as romantic as we all like to think. Same thing with the Wild West. You know, that is not nearly going to be as enjoyable as we're all kind of told by movies and pop culture and all that stuff. That's a terrible gap. Oh, that's terrible. Whatever. Well, I'll just do it like this to make me feel better. Yeah, and I've heard a lot about sort of incorrect ideas of how Vikings actually lived, and apparently they were very, very clean. Relatively clean for their time and age. But I thought it was so interesting. Somebody was discussing their diet, which I love that Valheim actually really accurately portrays what a Viking diet would consist of: fish and fruits and the boar and all these things that are in this game are actually very much what your average Viking would consume. And that blend of nutrients is so beneficial for brain function that they were able to come up with really great ideas for so many things that other cultures didn't have access to. Sorry, I just can't see shit right now. There's some there, and I think a spot here too. I'm gonna go to sleep so I can see, and then we'll plant that flax in the morning. From the audio, it certainly seems like it's dropping in quality. It looks okay for now, though. I'll hope for the best. But I always just love that idea. I love thinking about these warriors that were actually quite brilliant and in a way, and again, respective to their time and place in the world. Yeah, there's so many things about this whole damn planet that we just have no real idea about, that we can only assume based on what we've learned from this point on. And you know, it's I love thinking about like the stoned ape theory of kind of how we even got to this point. And it's, you know, I always say it wrong, but the you know, some Neanderthalic, at some point in history, I forget when, but when the modern human brain kind of started to develop because of these, what was it? I can't remember which stage of humanity it was, but essentially the one that sort of in the Neolithic era, and these, you know, ape humans were following herds of animals, and those herds of animals would poop, and in that poop would grow psilocybic, I always say it wrong, psilocybic mushrooms, magic mushrooms, and that basically doubled the human, or doubled their brain capacity and the size of it. And I just love that idea, because just what a crazy way to expand your brain in a very natural element of the earth. It's crazy. And then you think about, you know, the frickin' pyramids. I mean, was it really built when it was, or was it an ancient society that was actually like on our par of sort of understanding of the world and power and technology? And it's just, how many times have civilizations risen and fallen in our time? You know, it's just such a mind-blowing thing to think about. And how every year we're discovering new things about even something like Viking culture and cuisine and their actual hygiene, and that they didn't ever have a horn on their helmet. which doesn't matter. They will always have horns on their helmets to anyone who cares, because that's just, I think if you were to be able to talk to a Viking from then and now and be like, hey, so we know you guys didn't really have horns in your helmets, but are you okay if we do? They would all say yes. Everyone would say yes. Who's gonna say we want to depict you as having really cool horns on your helmets? And they go, no, not a fan of that. That's not gonna happen. I can't believe these cooking stations are holding in these beautiful beasts. That's just hilarious. Oh, DJ. Okay, farming, check. And those are all pumping away, awesome. I came across this really interesting theory that over a million years, even though there was a super advanced species that had built a technology advanced world on this planet, giant ice glaciers would grind all evidence to find us. And that's exactly it. Like, there are so many things that happen, and think about time and the universe and the expansiveness of that. I mean, we literally cannot comprehend time and what has occurred in time and over time. And we think because we found a couple of relics that we're like, oh, we know what's up with this culture. We don't know anything. And yeah, that possibility of like there being numerous, not just one or two, but numerous cultures that have came and went and created incredibly detailed, vast, advanced societies. It's such a cool thought. And you know, think about 500 years from now. 500 years. If 100 years ago we were 100 years ago, it was the Great Depression. We were, cars weren't commonplace. They were, of course, created. We weren't flying to frickin' Mars. We weren't flying to the moon. We weren't flying. Actually, just to learn together. First flight. I want to say it was 1937. That's my guess. I can't remember. I should, because that's an important fact to know. Oh wow, 1903. Wow, December 17th, 1903. How insane is that? Okay, so 120 years ago, we were flying for the first time. Not well, but we were flying. So now we are traveling in space. Okay, cool. 500 years from now, so extrapolate that by 5. That's people will be finding relics of frickin' iPhones, and what are we going to do now? Yeah, humans are good at thinking about things at human scale. Anything much bigger or much smaller, we've had a lot of problems to comprehend, says DJ. And that's absolutely right. It's crazy to think about the scale of anything beyond, which makes sense. I mean, it's like to think about all that stuff, to comprehend the amount of space that is space. I can't do it. My brain melts at that thought. I think it's just craziness. All right, you're gonna come with me, and you're gonna come with me. Now that we've jumped down the rabbit hole of, did I shut off my? There we go. I had my auto pickup off. I was wondering why nothing was jumping at me. My late neighbor was born in the 1920s, and he just passed away a few years ago. He was a prolific author who published many, many books about the future. And his house was built here. The materials were likely transported by horse and carriage. Like what? What? That's crazy. But you're probably right, to think about that, like to think about how many people have actually been alive to see, like, if you were born in 1920, the things you'd seen and have lived through at this point, that would be so hard to comprehend. And to then think that someday, like, none of it really matters. All of this will become relics. All of this will become a conversation for people doing this in 500 years. It's so crazy to sort of think that we are the first to reach this apex of technology. I think it might be true. It's an exciting thought, but there's too much history, unknown history, and more that we're discovering to say with any definite proof that, like, yeah, that's it. It's just us. Crazy, absolutely amazing. So for my time, I'm enjoying playing some kick-ass video games and hanging out with some great people. So I'll take that as a win for being born in this era, as opposed to you know, I've got toilet paper. I'm just gonna say we won. If you're born and you got toilet paper, you won. Okay. I'd say that's about as fair as I can make that. Now it's a short jaunt to where I'm sailing to, but I just wanted a little bit closer to the plains, because now, friends, officially an hour and 45 minutes into the stream, we're finally going to hit the plains. That's hilarious. But, you know, like I said, all of this has been really good preparation for Yagluth. So let's go ahead and get this taken care of. Boom. And another one right here. Boom. Is that my plains one, or is that regular? Regular. Okay, cool. Shut up at your face. Shut up at your face. Oof, I just love this sword. Really, really do. Alright, now this is actually a pretty crappy... All three of those are blinking. 6, 7, 8. Nice. Alright, cool. So that gives us what's that? 180 on our stamina and about the same on our health. So I do like a good balance, which is great. And I love this part about it. Oh. Man, it just, the sword just feels stronger. It just feels so much more powerful than my little dagger. I love the dagger. Don't get me wrong. Love them. But it's got some heft to it. Got some cojones. All right, so 12.5 on our rested. Go ahead and make sure we remember where our ship is. All right, let's kick some ass. You know what? I've learned this already. How many times have you seen me be stranded needing my portal? So we're just gonna go and make sure we have that now instead of leaving it at the ship, because that's just a dumb idea. So I think the aliens in the movie Independence Day probably saw the World Wide Web and thought, oh, this is cute. We did something similar about 1 million years ago. Yeah, that's so true. And again, not to go down a Joe Rogan rabbit hole, but like, man, frankly, I don't even think of it as like conspiracy theory or anything like that. Like the idea of an alien, or of aliens of any kind, I don't see how that's even like, oh, that's so weird. In my opinion, it's very close-minded to think that in all of the infinity of space and the fact that space is getting bigger, and in only what we know, we haven't discovered another life form. Sure, fair. But you gotta think, somewhere, there's gotta be something else. There has to be something that has evolved. If we can think that there's another society that has reached a very high pinnacle of, a very high point of where we are nowadays in society, you gotta think that there's been another one somewhere that's even more powerful, that created more technology. It's just mind-blowing. And yeah, I don't know. I just don't think it's like a big deal or like a bad idea to think that there's there's nothing like morally wrong about thinking that there's aliens. So I think it's it shouldn't be like a divisive issue, I guess is kind of what I'm saying. It's you know, it's, oh man, that save game really kind of messed me up there. Woo! Leveling up, baby. Leveling up. Cool concepts around that. Namely the Drake equation, the Fermi paradox, the Great Filter, the Dark Force, etc. There is another one. What the hell? I can't remember what it's called. So I'm just going to butcher it, so I'm just going to shut up about it. But, yeah, so many incredible cataclysmic events that have happened that just changed the world entirely. Entirely. Possibly hid entire civilizations and cultures and different levels of technology. It's just... there's so much we don't know, and we'll never know. You know? Alright, so... one thing I know is that I am kind of tired of not having a Lox cape. Cloak. Whatever you want to call it. And... so by the time we head back home... Megatron Hall! Either we are alone in the universe, or we are not. Both thoughts are equally terrifying. Well said, my friend. First off, welcome to the chat. I brought you up a little bit earlier. I hope you don't mind. But that is so well said, and it is terrifying, frankly. You know, you've caught us in the middle of this discussion about the insane expanse of space. Okay, we're just going to kill some Lox now because of the fact that they keep popping up. I just have to take advantage of this. But it's just there's not a chance that we're alone. There's not a chance. And actually, you know, we're probably alone here, but we're not. Oh, that was great. I think that was a leech he just killed. You know, we're probably alone here, but not in the big scheme of things. In the big picture, we can't be. And if we are, all right, fair. You know, the odds of humanity ending up on this rock with these conditions to create the life that we have, insane. And such a rarity. So, you know, it's possible. Maybe we're the only ones, but I don't know. Hard to think that that's the case. Oh, thank you for the likes, I guess, for my crazy conspiracies. Oh, the skeleton's stealing my kill. Okay. Because DJ's favorite enemy, the skeleton archer, seemed to be put in some work. Okay, now DJ has offered the quest to destroy a Lox using only bonfires. Was it bonfires or was it just fire? I can't remember. All right. Oh man, we are equally terrifying. I feel Mega John Hall. That quote sounds familiar. I can't remember who it is. There's a fly buzzing around my head, and it makes me very, very angry. We've had a bit of a fly problem around the old abode lately. We've got some exterminators coming in. So these little bastards are just really getting on my nerves. Ah, that's why we can't carry it. Okay, so forget the bones. That's all coming to me. We're gonna drop down here. Was that Carl Sagan? Bonfires. Okay, cool. For the kill. Wow, we're just getting all the starred enemies. Look at this 2-star Draugr. Now you're dead. See, if I was smart, actually, I would have waited to kill that guy until I got this Lox all aggroed, and we could probably quite the battle. I think I'm right. I think it is Carl Sagan who said that about being equally terrifying, being alone or not. I love watching a Lox smoosh a leech. Yeah, the fly's just jealous of my life. Arthur C. Clarke. Damn it! Damn you, Arthur. I saw a funny thing that apparently the remaining Red Dead Redemption Online players are holding a funeral for the end of oh, I thought that was gonna be an awesome shot. For the end of the Red Dead online cycle because it's done. I was very lucky to play that with some great friends for quite a while during lockdown. We spent a lot of time getting after it on the old frontier, and man, it was fun. It was such a great time, and it was just so heartbreaking to see Rockstar pay zero attention to Red Dead Online, which is, I mean, it's, if you've played it, I don't need to explain it to you. You know, it's the greatest world and environment. Looks like a tar pit. And the fact that they didn't give it any love and they just focus on the cash cow, which I get it, business is business, but it's like GTA 5 was released 10, 12 years ago. Red Dead Online was so much fun. The Red Dead Funeral is Wednesday. I think I'm thinking about logging in one last time. I would join the Omega John Hall, except that one of the, if not the main reason I stopped playing was because I literally couldn't sign in. I tried over and over and over again. I had a great posse, an absolutely phenomenal group of people, and we were very consistent, and we had so much fun. But it got to a point where I literally couldn't sign into the server, and it's just like, well, what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? Is that a pillar? Oh geez, oh geez. Not paying attention. Ooh, I'm gonna get these guys over to the locks. So I want some pelts. Ooh, I nearly just broke my toe. Come on, growths. Attack the locks. Nice. Nice. A little bit more. Come on. But yeah, the Red Dead Funeral being Wednesday, I mean, there's a part of me, I'm like, I would love to sign in, but, well, one, I did delete it off my hard drive because it was 135 gigs that I needed for other games that actually worked. So as heartbreaking as it was to do, I had to delete it. But yeah, that was a lot of fun. But if I didn't say so, Megaton Hall, by the way, thank you for joining in. It's always wonderful to see you here around the, usually around the 8:30 time. Good to see you pop on in. Hopefully your day has been treating you well. Your week's been going nicely. It's been pretty good here so far. We've been putting in the work. We are approaching the, you know, we've been working our way towards the final boss, and we are in the biome of Yagluth, and yet we have not found an altar. Oh, jeez. Man. Are you dead? Okay. I couldn't tell if he died or not. I hear machine gun fire. Yeah, there's those growths. Yeah, we're working towards it. Still haven't found an actual altar of Yagluth, so that's kind of a pain in the ass. So one thing I'm doing right here that I always recommend paying attention to is having a portal down before you start getting attacked by growths. I'm about to die right here. Come on, come on, make it happen. Come on. Get out of there, come on. Make it happen, Captain. Ooh, that might have been risky, come on. Come on. All right, 2 minutes left on the rest bonus. Night has fallen, so let's go ahead and dip into the Black Forest. And into the Black Forest we go. Get the torch out. Whew, that was close. Oh, hey, Marbles, what's up, man? What's up? It is great to see you back. Thanks so much for stopping in. We are just working our way towards trying to find Yagluth, trying to get ready and prepared. We just started making our first batch of bread. We got some locks, pelts, and pies. So things are going well. Can you parry growth projectiles, right? I think so, but the slow effect and the poison was just kicking the crap out of me, and I never like to risk that while I am portalless. So actually, while we're on that topic, one, to get some better light on the subject, let's go ahead and drop this right here. There we go. But Marbles, welcome back. It is great to see you. How have you been? Hopefully everything is treating you really well, and your summer's going great. Wait, I think this was the blank one. Yep. Item prevents you, of course. Yeah, welcome back. That's awesome. We've been discussing the the crazy vastness of the human race. So just some lighthearted topics for the day, you know. But yeah. But what do you all think? Do you think we're alone? Have we been visited by aliens or otherwise? Just kind of an interesting thought. There's so much unknown. All right, let's go ahead and let's see. We got a bunch of stuff to drop off. Great. So, and just to give you a heads up, I hate the location of this. This was one of our newest builds. We just put this stove in. Thank you for the like, by the way. We just put this stove in, and I hate the location, but it'll have to do for now. We not alone. Well said, Marbles. Well said. I love that. We're not alone. We not alone. All right, cloudberries, beautiful. And I can't guess about whether we're alone until I make up my mind on the nature of the space-time continuum. Oh, of course, yeah. Well, you know, while we're just covering all topics here, space-time continuum, I figured was next up in the line of, or in the course of action for discussion. All right, so now just to satisfy me. Wait, that sounds weird. Just to make me happy, I gotta make a Lox cloak. I just have to. I've went this long without one. Lox cape. Bam. Ah, what a thing of beauty. Swap that out, because let's see, this is a, let's see, so 4 armor, and this is already only 1, really. Oh, that's interesting. Let's upgrade it a couple times if we can. Boom, and why not all the way? Why not? Why not? So now that gives us 4 as well. That's so funny to me. Really? That's so funny. A Lox pelt is the same as Troll. Huh. Okay. So we've got a couple of days, I believe, until we until our next batch of flax is ready to turn that into linen. So by the end of the stream, we're going to have a full set of new armor, the padded cuirass and greaves for sure. I'm going to keep my helmet as is. I really don't like the black metal helmet. I think it looks really dumb. And I do believe in the you got to look good to feel good, you know, look good, play good sort of thing. So I'm always a believer in that. Drop these back in here. Lox looks way better. Way better. I honestly can't stand... I've never liked the troll armor at all, the cape or anything. The blue, even though, I mean, I get that they're big blue beasts, but the Lox, it changes the whole dynamic of this outfit, and it looks so much better. And to finally have that makes me very, very happy. So thank you everyone for sticking with me all the way to day 207, 208, whatever the hell we're at now. And we've got some good stuff on us now. Okay, let's stop dicking around. We'll just do a trash pile for now, because I'll come back and I'll just take care of that all later. Back to it. But first things first, actually, we're going to head to the Forsaken Stones really, really quick, and just swap out our, like, bell bottoms. Yeah, for real. That's, yeah, the baggy pants of the wolf, and is it just the? I think it's the scale armor as well. So we're gonna be going to the plains. So let's go ahead and get bone mass. Yeah, I can't stand the MC Hammer pants for these. I cannot wait to go back to our farm, which we're gonna do here. I think we make. The Fenris armor, I think, is the coolest. I love that, especially if you make a black linen cape. Come on, it's... I am vengeance. It's the coolest look in my opinion. And I'm a big fan of the flesh rippers as well, but I haven't... when I look back on the streams, which, by the way, I think today is the 25th stream that I've done of Valheim. I'm not including my very first one totally, because I kind of redid that. But yeah, it's where the hell am I? Okay. But I think today is the 25th one, which is really, really cool and pretty crazy. But I was looking back, and I kind of zipped through the mountains pretty quick, so I'm partially torn. I might go back and do a couple. Honestly, I was watching DJ's stream, and I was getting so almost jealous. Like, I was watching your stream on Thursday, and I was just like, I was getting pumped up. Like, I want to go stream. I want to go play, and especially in the mountains, because we kind of cruised through it. I was planning on doing a lot more, but we also were struggling to find some good mountain ranges and some good frost caves as well. So, we were kind of just rolling with the punches, but it sure would have been nice to really get our teeth sunk into some good frost caves and get that Fenris armor. But we didn't, and that's okay. So maybe we will, as we're getting towards the end, or maybe that'll be part of our group excursion that we're planning for afterwards. Oh, blue armor helps you sneak through a brown and green forest. Of course. I was actually that makes me think of tigers in the forest. And you're like, okay, so they're orange and black. How the hell do you blend in? But it's so crazy when you actually see them, and you see the black, mimicking the shadows of the forest itself, and then the light from the top looking, blending in with their orange. It's like how Tony the Tiger can be hidden in a forest so efficiently. It's mind-blowing. Absolute craziness. I hear something whisper. It must be yes. I thought I could hear something. All right, let's just break this down, because I don't need any of you here. See ya. All right, I am just kind of making my way. I kind of want to run to the far coast, which it looks like, I think we're right on top of the far coast. So we're just going to get over there just to gauge our distance between, over these islands. But that's the only reason. There's no reason to explore and try to find a character that doesn't exist and will not give you items for currency. That's just not going to happen. Thank you again, everyone, for the likes. I see a couple more bump ups there, and that's very, very kind of everyone. I sincerely appreciate that, and it helps me out a whole bunch. And I'm very grateful for all of that, so thank you. I'm seeing so many towers on this far side, I can't help but be intrigued. Oh, nice troll cave. Didn't even notice the troll cave. I'm gonna start drowning, but that's okay. We'll be all right. Oh, stream's looking a little choppy. Be all right. Okay, so hopefully we can. Let's see. Hopefully we can find more planes on this island. We'll make one more lap, and because we have to start finding villages. We have to find a lot of Fuling villages. That's why we're actually looking in the plains, is because we're trying to get the totems that are going to be so necessary, literally necessary, to activate the final fight, which, we haven't found an altar for Yagluth. We haven't found the totems yet, and we're just slowly, kind of bit by bit, working our way up. So even if by the end of tonight we don't have everything accomplished, that's okay. We made some really, really good progress in that direction, and we will at least have some armor, and we have a new sword as well, which is badass and super, super fun. Oh no, is this Mistlands? Yes, it is. Okay, so I do not want to mess with any Mistland stuff, because I don't want to affect the update whenever the hell that happens. I want to get as much new material as possible. I want to have plenty to sink my teeth into there as well, just like the Frost Cave action. DJ letting me know that he barely got any upvotes on his Reddit post today when he posted a seed with 4 trader locations on the starting island, not far from the sacrificial stones. So I really, I don't do a lot with the social medias in general, I hate looking at my phone that much. I don't want to be that engaged with it. Not in I don't want to be engaged with the people. I like being engaged with the people. It's just the bullshit surrounding it that's so exhausting. And I just don't want to really have any part of that. And I made a post the other day because after the updates, I don't know if anybody else sees this, but after updates, people seem to just be so mean to each other. I saw people bemoaning the fact that they had lost data or worlds or, you know, all these different things that were happening to them that were causing problems and heartache, and they were just venting. And everyone's responding with, you stupid, blah, 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 just really negative posts. So I made a post, you know, and I had just left the gym. My endorphins were high. I was in a good mood. And I posted, hey, everyone, let's just try to be better to each other. Like, let's, you know, this is a great subreddit. And everyone's really, you know, typically pretty nice. And so let's just try to maintain that. Let's just try to focus on being better and being good to each other. And it was hilarious to me that post, out of everything that I've seen, received so much hate. It was kind of ironic, actually. It was to the point that it really made me laugh, that by pointing out and asking people to be good to each other, people were basically like, dude, shut the hell up. Like, who are you? And a part of me gets that, like, you know, who am I? I'm just, you know, I'm not trying to be better than, you know, I'm not better than thou or holier than thou sort of attitude. I'm not trying to have that. But it was pretty funny that just by trying to say, like, hey, there's no reason to call people terrible names and to rip them down and to be very, like, intensely childish and rude. And it was just met with, you know, childish and rude responses. It was kind of funny when you really think about it. But yeah, people are funny. And so I'm not terribly surprised, DJ, that you didn't receive the love that you would expect from a post like that. That's just like, hey, here's something really cool. Enjoy. And everyone's like, yeah, exactly. Be nice. What the hell are you suggesting? I actually had people in there saying, like, oh, this guy's just trying to troll the subreddit. I'm like, I don't think I quite understand that. it was pretty good. But I think it's kind of a Monday routine at this point, but I can smell the ribs in my oven, and they smell good. All right, so let's see. So I am just kind of bordering this bit of island. I keep checking my map because... Okay, so this looks like a nice place to check out, but so what do we think, gang? Do we hit this ship? Or maybe we just head straight north and see. I think maybe we follow this river and see where that leads us. I think that might be kind of a cool idea. How's that sound? Follow the river north. DJ with the who wants to take bets on if Miss Marin is sleeping or not. Oh, that's funny. Oh, that's really good. Well, I would imagine that I lulled her into a nice deep slumber earlier, if I had to guess. I'm gonna guess the kitty cat making biscuits on her and a farming focused half hour or so. Yeah, haven't heard a peep from her lately. That's very, very true. Oh, that's hilarious. That's really good. To anyone who has signed in, Marbles, Mega John Hall, anybody else who has was not here at the beginning, by the way. So next week we are going to take a brief break from Valheim, because a game that we've been talking a lot about here that I'm very, very excited about, Stray, which is, I don't really know how to describe it at this point. I don't know a lot about it in the fact of, like, if it's open world or what the hell is the whole plan with it. But, you know, if you've watched the Who is RealGrogg video, I love me some cats. Love them. They're the best. And this game is going to be very much... I think it's like a dystopian, robotic future, and you are a stray cat. And you... it looks kind of like a puzzle platformer sort of thing, which is usually not my jam at all. I'm... honestly, I kind of suck at them. But I think it'll be really, really cool to do so. I've got high hopes for the game. And so if you are joining us next week, Monday the 18th, that will be a slightly different change of pace, but be comforted, we will be coming back to continue this. And I also wanted to gauge people's reactions or what you were thinking. Right now, for summertime, my job is a little slow, so we've kind of trimmed down the hours a little bit for everyone. and I have more time on this fly is going to get it. I swear, as soon as the stream is done, I'm going to murder it so dead. But I don't want to overload people with me. You know, I know it's a lot to be here for a few hours and to hang out, and I don't want to double down on that too much. But I've kind of been thinking about doing a Thursday stream as well, for the foreseeable future, just to kind of, you know, fill in the days and get set. But let me know if anybody feels good about that, or if they've got time during the week that they would prefer. Because no matter what, Mondays have been working great. It's awesome to have everyone here, and I think it's a good fit. And so I don't want to, like I said, overload or overload people or anything like that. So I might be doing a stream like that, and so it also would help move this along as well while we're working on Stray, because we're gonna do, you know, a regular 2-3 hour live stream. Yeah, 2.5. We'll call it an average of 2.5 hours on the next Monday for Stray. See how it goes, and you know, of course we'll gauge reactions at that point and see if we want to continue playing that on stream or if that's going to be a solo project. So I think that'll be a lot of fun. But yeah, just to give everyone a heads up, slight change of plans next week. Yeah, that is more than fair, DJ. I think, one, you do such an exceptional job of being here for me every week that I appreciate it greatly. And if you need a couple, and you can only allocate a few hours, that's more than fine. I completely understand. Sorry, I have... Oh, bastard. All the other lights are off in the house right now, and so my beautiful desk light is attracting this nuisance. So I'm all kinds of distracted. Did I grab my portal? Yes, I did. Okay. So I am only in the swamps for a brief moment as I head north just to get out of this a little bit. So I really want to get... Oh, jeez. I have to remember that I do not have a lot of health. But yeah, so, yeah, that's always kind of fun to think about it. And again, you know, I don't have to do another stream. I just think it might be kind of fun on a Thursday to fill it in. This little bastard. And what's funny is I can now hear the body piles buzzing like disgusting flies. Okay, swamp, I'm tired of you. I don't want to be here. I want to get out of this. So let's go ahead and stop being here. All right. But yeah, long story short, we're not alone in the universe. Oh, okay, so actually this is the right move, because either way, I just noticed, to be totally honest, I just saw this. I just noticed there's a tiny bit of plains, and I'm not totally sure if that is, if that's the, a big patch or not, but I think it's going to be worthwhile to check it out. So we'll just keep heading that direction. Basically, this trajectory, maybe skirt the mountains so that we can avoid the plains, or the swamps as best we can. Now, DJ has 2 more episodes of Westworld until they are all wrapped up with that. You know, I watched the first season and I thought it was so good. And then it lost me. Kind of the same with Stranger Things. I thought the first season was really addictive and engaging and really unique. And then I don't know, it just kind of lost me. And it was the same problem with Westworld. How many seasons are there now? Was there 3 seasons of that? I don't know. I don't know. Maybe someday I'll go back and give it a shot, but is that a frost cave? No. But we'll see. Okay. So it kind of looks like we are just naturally bordering this island really nicely. So I think we'll see what the plains look like. Oh, speak of the devil. See what the plains look like. This is season 4. Okay, so there's plenty of seasons of Westworld just to sink your teeth into. I kind of like this. This is a cool little isolated plain. Actually, yeah, look at the mini map. Look at the mini map. There's. It's crazy. You don't want none of this, homeboy. What an awkward angle to fight on. Jeez. Okay, I'm just tired of being wet. So we actually have 1 minute left, so... Okay, gang, so yeah. So here's what we're going to do then. So I think... Get off me. So I think we're actually going to head back to the ship and set up a portal. Gonna head home. We are gonna go right to the farm. I'm gonna get that flax, get that taken home. I'm gonna throw 40 right into the spinning wheel. Is that what it's called? I'm gonna throw those right in there. Plant the excess, or I guess I'll separate 40 out. Plant the excess, and then oh, okay, so the expanse that Marbles and DJ are mentioning, I have heard a lot about that, and all of it is very good. I think a good friend of mine at work and also my manager just love it. My manager has been reading the books apparently and says, like, just do it, get into them, love it. And so that might be a good one to dive into. It's interesting that the Expanse actually started as an idea for a space-based RPG. How cool is that? I'd love that. You know, I just finished, my girlfriend and I just finished watching Breaking Bad, which is, of course, exceptional. Anybody who has seen it or is familiar with it knows its greatness. And, okay, yeah, we're just gonna hustle down to the ship real quick. That's a bit of a jaunt, isn't it? But I don't want to set up the portal in a random spot. So, okay, we'll just chit chat for a minute or two while we head down there. I'm gonna murder this fly. But I've heard really good things. But with Breaking Bad, it's one of those things where I kept thinking about. It's such a great universe, and the character. I mean, before everything goes to shit, but like everything is so intriguing, and there's all these little details and layers of just layers on layers on layers. And I always thought, like, how cool would it be to have some sort of game or something like that based in that world. But I struggled to think about how it could be good. But it makes me think about something like The Expanse. It starts off as an incredible story, an incredible... Oh, I smacked him! Ha! That'll learn you. Sorry, I'm way too distracted by this fly. And I thought, you know, how cool would it be to have some sort of game and The Expanse kind of doing that same thing, where it's like, you were an RPG, a space-based RPG, and then you turn into, what is it, like a 5 or 6 book, 7 book series, something like that. And then to have a show, to give people those big, meaty universes to chew on. That's what we want. You know, everyone loves that sort of thing. I love that sort of thing. I think that's why I lean towards open world survival games so much, because you can kind of craft your own story and yet, you know, be given this really incredible universe to work in. You know what I mean? But all that said, I think the Expanse will have to be, that's definitely on my list of to-dos. Better Call Saul, in my opinion, rivals Breaking Bad in terms of awesomeness, for sure. I've watched the first couple of seasons of Better Call Saul, and I stopped Honestly, I don't remember if I saw all the way through to where it is from a couple seasons ago or not. I really can't remember what I've seen or not, but oh sure. I'm a crazy person right now. Just this little bastard is driving me crazy. It's okay. It's okay. Not a big deal. We're all gonna live, except for the fly. But yeah, I'm very excited now that I've wrapped up Breaking Bad and we can watch Better Call Saul in its entirety with no spoilers. I think that'd be really, really cool to get into that and to see that in its entirety, because I think this is the final season as well. So I think it's going to go Better Call Saul, The Expanse. I want to read The Expanse first, though. I think that's the way to do it. Gonna get you. You're absolutely right. You are absolutely right, Marbles. Okay. Now, what did I say? I said we're gonna go to the farm. We're gonna go to the farm. Let's get dressed for the farm, though, or undressed for the farm. Boom, boom, boom. All right. All right. Yeah, the CGI does not hold up. For Babylon, yeah, Mega John Hall is saying that Babylon 5 was ahead of its time as far as sci-fi goes. And I have heard that so many times. And I remember as a kid, I was never much for sci-fi. It wasn't really my jam. But I also, some of my favorite memories are my dad, brother, and I sitting around watching Star Trek The Next Gen. Are y'all gonna pop for me? No? You sure? Watching that together, that'll always be some of my favorite memories. And so, although it wasn't like sci-fi wasn't really my jam, it was still really, really fun to watch some of those things. And Babylon 5 would always come on. And I feel like that's when we switched it off. It always kind of felt like a Star Wars, Star Trek sort of thing, where you either like Star Trek or Babylon 5. Again, I was a stupid little kid, so I mean that's just how I saw it at the time. But it's one of those that I've heard so many great things. I've heard so many people talk about it and just love it. So I think that's, I don't know if that'll be on the watch list, but at the same time, not gonna rule it out. Can you two start to mate already? I'm really tired of you just being hungry and eat. Just eating all my stuff and not mating. Getting really tired of that. So I think I've got some flax in here. Okay, so I was really hoping timing-wise that these crops were gonna get going, because 9:28, yeah, okay, so we are getting down there. Probably only a few minutes left. And I really wanted to get some of the, I really want to end with some armor, so I think we might have to push ourselves a little bit more. And also, I would like to close them in a bit more even. Come on. Come on, Chibs. Just want to give me a little bit more room to farm with. Oh, jeez. Yeah, of course. But yeah, I'm very excited for yeah, there we go. Now we're getting it. We're getting it. But yeah, I'm very excited for next Monday. One, it'll be a nice, not change of pace, but it's good to challenge yourself. And like I said, I'm not the best when it comes to like I thought that the game called Limbo and Inside were both very, very good, but I didn't always know how to complete the puzzle, and so I would be I'd be lying if I said I didn't look up an answer or two on how to figure out a particularly difficult bit of platforming. So I'm a little anxious about that, to kind of see how I perform in a genre that I don't put a lot of time into. My girlfriend excels at Ori, and which by the way, if you haven't played Ori and the Blind Forest or Ori and the Will of the Wisps, you should. They are great games, and you know, earlier we were talking about emotionally impactful games. That thing is beautiful, emotionally and visually. It's a great challenge, but it's also very accessible. Man, I can't say enough about Ori. That is such a good game, and well worth your time. So if you do like puzzle platformers or anything like that, or high energy 2D sides, I wouldn't say 2D. Well, I guess I don't know if I'd label it as 2D, but I might. I don't know. I don't quite know. It's one of those where there's a lot of depth in the environment, and in all the scenes you see a lot more going on than just kind of what's on the... It's not just a simple pixel art or 2D or something. It's really, really beautiful. But, yeah, it's a great game series. Flax, you killing me. Let's go. Oh, yes. DJ with The Brothers, A Tale of Two Sons was a game I really enjoyed the art for. The art was exceptional, and as somebody who grew up with my older brother being such an important part, and who still is, but also like growing up was such a vital part of who helped shape me and who I became. That was a tough game to play, just emotionally. I thought there was so much power behind it, and also what a weird frickin' hey, look at that, everyone! How quick the gestation period is. Looky. We've got a new little friend. How amazing is that? Okay, enough's enough then. It is time to name our locks. We've got some friends here. I'm going to take a quick bathroom break that will be like 2 minutes, and in that time, feel free to throw as many names in the chat as you want for both. I would like one male, one female, or whatever for the adult parent locks, and we will name the child in a little bit. I'm going to be back in a brief moment, and we will discuss the lock names at that point. Be right back, everyone. All right, we are back, but I'm a little worried because it does look like YouTube is not receiving enough information to continue the stream. So I'm hoping, friends, that all of you are having a bit better time watching than it is providing. Looks like it's doing okay, I think. All right, so let's hope for the best. All right, back to it. But let's go ahead and refresh that, because just in case I missed something in the chat, I would like to see it. It does not look like it. So, cool. All right, not a problem there. Slight delay in the webcam view, but not bad. Okay, the juice is good. The juice is good. The juice is good indeed. Well said, my friend. All right, well, we'll hope for the best on that. It has been kind of dipping in and out tonight, so we're going to continue for the rest. Okay, so name the first. You will be... You know, honestly, it's the first thing that came to mind, and it might change later, but for now, it'll be card, and I don't know how to spell it right, but Ohura. To kind of stick with the, we'll stick with the home record. Oh. Let's see. Howlstrike. The first always for me is my high school sweetheart. Oh, jeez. High school sweetheart. That's a good question. Oh, crap. Okay, give me 2 seconds. I will be back. My timer on something just went off. Give me 2 seconds. Be right back. All right, sorry about that. Ribs take priority. I'm just so glad that you all get me. You really, really get me. All right, and now I was strategically also buying myself time to get this flax going, because we are going to make some armor by the end of this stream. I said that was one of the goals, and you know what? We're actually going to achieve a few goals right here at the end. Here at the end of all things, Samwise. We're gonna get some fire or some barley wine brewing. We're gonna get some padded curai and grievous. Boom, 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 boom. Awesome. All right, flax. We got 120. Beautiful. Excellent. Beautiful. Yeppers. What did I tell you about yeppers? That's classic. All right, so downstairs we go. Or actually, no. Upstairs. I have to say the spinning wheel probably produces the worst sound in the game. Alright, well, my apologies if it's a little choppy on your end. I appreciate y'all putting up with that. It looks a little chopsky. Oopsers. Oh, that's good. Just so you know that, in case you're not familiar, there's a line in The American Office that's, what did I tell you about yeppers? You said not to say it. I said not to say it, yeah. But that's just pretty much every time my brother and I talk, we have to say at least some of that. Wow, that looks terrible on the stream. Holy shit. You know, it's kind of nice that the GPUs are starting to lower in price, because I think I might have to just really re-up the old PC here. Watching some of this can be a little rough. Yeppers. Oopsers. I live under a rock, so... Okay, cool. As long as it's good for all of you, that's what matters to me. So, all right, we've got 80 left. So, let's see. So I think let's plant at least, we'll just plant half. We'll just plant, yeah. So that'll give us, yeah, we'll just do half. Right? Yeah. Boom. All right, one more row here. Right? Yep, perfect. All right. Then all the barley, I'll take care of the barley later, probably off stream. To be totally honest, just, you know, to give you a heads up on what I'm going to be doing. Actually, you know what? Yeah, because we should get these back full. So let's go ahead and just, what the hell, we're here, right? We're waiting on the oven to get to 450 anyway to finish up them ribs. So we got a little bit of time. And we got to get the, anyway, and that thread at home has to finish spinning. So I'm just going to get all this taken care of. I'm going to throw this in the, I'm going to throw 100 of this into the windmills. And then once that's done, we're going to head home. I'm sure that the thread will be done by then. Make the armor, pop in some barley wine, and then I think that's probably where we're going to end it for the night. So, so housekeeping. Once again, to cover our bases for anyone who is here now that was not here earlier, or just likes to hear me say things over and over again. After tonight, Thursday, I might do a stream on Thursday. I'm not 100% sure. Kind of doubting it. Right? Actually, I don't know. I don't know yes or no yet. So we will see what happens there. If you see something from me, I would love to see all of you here. But if we do, this Thursday would be another Valheim stream, kind of similar to what we're doing now. And it would be more of that, like, really exploring to try to find the shrine more than anything. It would just be shrine and village work. And I know I said that for today too, but, you know, like I said, today is the prep, which we've been doing a great job of. And next time we'll have, you know, all the stuff we've been working so hard to get. We'll finally have that in our possession, and then we can expand from there into more of the end game battle. So I would say Thursday we might do it. We might do it then. And she's on the highest mountain. From the darkest dungeon to the tallest peak. But so Thursday we might, and then this upcoming Monday, like I said, Stray is going to be our supplementary stream, just to really, you know, give it a test. I think a lot of people are going to be streaming it that day, so I would love to have everyone show up here and try to get some eyes on it, because I think it's going to be a lot of fun. I think that'll be a really cool variation. All right, so 100 are in, and we are still left over with 235. Beautiful. All right, so let's just go ahead and leave these here. 236 in the bucket. Boom, boom. Bring you home because we need you at home. All right, let's make some armor. Please be done spinning. I can still hear the terrible screech of that thing. So it's still working. Oh, barely any. If I can go to sleep, that'll be huge. Ah, dang it. All right. That's okay. Maybe a little organization in the meantime. But yeah, so Monday, 7 p.m., we were going to be doing Stray. We will do that. You know, see what everyone thinks. If everyone's loving it and having a great time, we can continue that one for sure. I think that'd be really cool either way. Now, all this jazz, I just don't want all this here. Okay. Ah, that's what I forgot. So sorry, we're actually going to make a quick trip back to the farm. We're going to grab that barley, and we're going to get that mead working to check that box. And then, so we just need 10, I believe. 10 of that. You know what? Just for no, I'll do some. I'm gonna do inventory maneuvering and all that. I'm gonna do some farming and some inventory management once we're done here tonight. But yeah, so that's my plan for the next upcoming week or so when it comes to the RealGrogg channel. So I hope that all fits in your schedule. What do we got here? 13. You're toying with me, spinning wheels. You're toying with me. So in the meantime, I'm just gonna make some meat base. All right, of course. A bit of this and a bit of this. All right, inventory full. I hate you. Love the overflow. I'll check it out. Well, it's not often that people tell me they love my overflow, but I'm happy to hear it. Boom! Barley wine. Fermented. Check. And now, the only time... It's like I never want it to be nighttime, but I want it to be now so that we can actually go to sleep and finish that up. Because we're not stopping tonight until we get at least my favorite pants. Because I love the padded curious pants. And let's see, do I have any linen left over anywhere? Or what's it called? Yeah, linen thread. Okay, cool. I always hate when I think I'm saying something wrong and somebody's on the other end of the screen going, "Would you stop saying that?" All right, that's all good for here. Inventory overflow. Oh yeah, it is. It overfloweth. It certainly does. Yeah, I think you've all learned at this point from me. I'm really weird with my inventory in the sense that like I need to be able to have a whole bunch. I don't like that in there. I need to have a bunch of stuff before I can make other stuff. You know what I mean? Oh, so many reasons I want the trader. I was just thinking I'm gonna make the obliterator and just destroy all this junk. Not so lucky. Not so lucky. All right, so we're at 17 now. I could have swore that I had some thread left over. I could have swore that I left some somewhere, right? Right? No, no. Huh. Thought I did. Dump it all. Nah, keep it, he says. Yeah, I'm odds are I'm just gonna keep all this junk. But now that I've got a second or two waiting for this flax to finish. Just a quick bit of organization. All this I will take care of later. Resin. Nice. All right. That's good. That's good. All right. And that. Whee! Can't remember exactly what I need, but. Oh! Psh, I love that that's it. All right. My favorite pants. Padded greaves. Woo, doggy. And I'm so happy. Oh, they're just the best looking pants. They're the best. Hands down, the best. I'm so happy right now. I am so happy right now. That is absolutely amazing. Look at this. New sword, new pants. We've got more on the way. What do we got left in here? 19? Psh, we got plenty more on the way. We're going to be farming all night. Yeah, so we are not going to complete the set because I don't want to keep you here all night. You know, we all got things to do that are more than just listening to some screechy wheel. Skinny jeans! Damn it, marbles. Yeah, they're skinny jeans. So let's actually get a nice, quiet, comfy spot. All right. Well, everyone, we're gonna go Big David for now. Well, thank you all very much once again for joining me on this phenomenal. Yes, exactly. Ribs to eat. Yes, indeed. I can't thank you enough. Thank you, everyone who showed up. Once again, excellent job, DJ, on your stream last Thursday. If you haven't seen that, go to DJ's channel, check that out. 3-hour live stream on how to get the Fenris armor from a brand new seed, brand new person to Fenris armor 3 hours in. Absolutely incredible. But thank you all, everyone, for sticking with me, hanging out. If you haven't already, please throw me a like. If you haven't, especially subscribe if you haven't yet. I think everyone here has, but if you haven't, I would love to see that as well. You're all the best. This community is so great because of all of you, and I can't wait to see you again. Like I said, Thursday, possibly Monday for sure, and yeah, we're getting there, gang. We are winding down on Valheim, but there's still so much more to go in a good way, and it's gonna be a lot of fun. But again, thank you all very much. You're the best, and I can't wait to see you again. So have a great night, stay real, and we will see you on the next one. Later, y'all.